Kindly respond once I'm asking you any question, please.
I'm sharing my screen, please.
You are sharing your screen. Who is the co-presenter? Mayoko. Mayoko.
I'm not sure if he has joined. So I'm actually
Okay, will you start?
okay.
Okay. Jisam Solomon, kindly take notes and allow Temnoloa the reign for now. My time is 2037.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good
Please,
evening.
not to interrupt you, please. Jisam Balikis, can we start exactly by
2030.
2040, so we can have the right time, please? 2040.
Okay, no problem. Kindly call others that are here to enter the group, please.
No.
Yeah, you read it and you replied me, so I don't understand why you're trying to.
I did not reply anybody like you today.
You did not reply anybody
I,
like
I
me
wasn't on my
today.
phone.
Please
Please
mute
mute your
your
mic.
mic, please.
I wasn't on my phone.
All right, go back to your WhatsApp.
Pick my phone now. Wow.
You don't want to check your
What
phone
was
now.
your chat?
I don't know. I don't know how you check it.
Wow.
Say, please mute your mic.
I didn't go
I've
to
just
work.
welcome you with this
You say
one.
mute your mic. It's not you that.
Eh? You.
Yeah.
I've just
Matthew.
By my time is 2040. You can start now, Mayoko.
Okay. Good evening, GSAMs, panel of judges, moderator, my everly supportive fellow GSAG members, the Greenpreneurs, and fellow Greenies in the house. My name is Maya Kuntilo, and this evening I and my co-presenter will be presenting the topic, the power shift of Greenpreneurs, powering Nigeria's future, one sustainable innovation at a time. So the table of contents shows a brief overview of what we're going to be discussing this evening. And getting right into it, who are Greenpreneurs? Greenpreneurs, simply put, are entrepreneurs that build businesses with a focus not only on profitability, but also environmental sustainability. So from the functions in the slide, we see that where most people see environmental challenges, Greenpreneurs actually see an opportunity for business, and they provide solutions to those environmental challenges such as pollution or climate change issues and generate income from them. Now, history of Greenpreneurs. Well, we know a lot of Nigerian businesses depend heavily on generators fueled by diesel and petrol, and actually 64% of Nigeria's CO2 emissions from fuel combustion come from oil use. So there is a crisis because not only is there air pollution, there's also land and water pollution because of poor disposal practices. So that is where greenpreneurs come in. This crisis has demanded that they need to be innovators who can actually provide greener alternatives. So some facts about greenpreneurs. Now, Nigeria generates 2.5 million tons of plastic waste yearly. So that's a lot of pollution happening. And that's where greenpreneurs come in by providing waste to wealth ventures. We had a case study of that with Ms. Hannah Benson, who is an upcycler and actually creates products to sell, generating income from such waste. Apart from that, greenpreneurs also provide clean energy by providing solar mini grids at an affordable price if they can. And that also solves the problem of fossil fuels burning and the emissions of CO2. Now, challenges faced by greenpreneurs. Because of the climate we are in, which is Nigeria, there is actually low consumer awareness. A lot of people are not
Oh,
environmental
only to
conscious.
begin it to one.
And
How much? Yeah, only to win already.
we also have
My
poor
God.
infrastructure such as unstable electricity, poor roads. So greenpreneurs actually find it a bit difficult to transport their goods, to maintain their businesses, and also green technologies are provided are expensive. So those are some challenges they face. So now for the turning point, we had a recent increase in fuel price. So now a lot of businesses are seeking alternatives. And then now more than ever, we can feel the effects of climate change. So because of that, there's a lot of demand for green solutions. So a lot of people are being innovative, a lot of youths are innovating and providing clean energy, reducing waste pollution by providing recycling or upcycling. So also there's a lot of global support and there are frameworks and circular economy models in place and ready to be adopted. So now I hand over to my co-presenter to continue.
Thank you for taking the lead, my co-presenter. Standing on the existing protocol, my name is Olaiwola Kuduzokoyemi, and I will quickly take it up from here. So far, we've deliberated on the power shift of greenpreneurs. So I'll be talking about the practical ways greenpreneurs can drive innovation. Developing circular economy product from waste. Example from, before street and drainage were frequently flooded and clogged by plastic waste, leading to health hazard and property damage. By addressing this issue, the community sees two immediate benefits, that is, a cleaner environment and a durable infrastructure. Also, another on the list is to expand solar-powered community solutions. Kiosks-powered small business by giving them access to essential infrastructure, which is previously unavailable to them. In so doing, Malam Musa, who is a phone repairer, and will continue with further offering his services. Why Mama Ada, who is a market woman, will as well keep on making money from our spoiled goods. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Now we have, these are the vision of greenpreneurs projected by 2035. Now waste, we have a 70 to 80% reduction in generator reliance. Another there is waste become a national resource, not crisis. A greenpreneur or a casual Nigerian who participate in local cooperative that collect waste from poultry farm in his own region can as well turn this waste through microbial enhancement into rich fertilizers. 2.5 million green jobs created. This will further increase employment and job certainty for Nigerians. Next slide, please. Case examples of impact. We have the solar microgrid power. Okay, good. So we have plastic recycling business turning trash into tires or depot or other products, just like the tax that was assigned yesterday and carried this afternoon, where members came up with upcycled elements to make usable products. These are key notable case examples we can do. Next slide, please. Conclusively, greenpreneurs are catalyst of Nigerian sustainable transformation. It reroutes capital, it validates green technology. On rerouting capital, money that was previously spent on diesel and other imported preservative now stays within the local community and used as funding for local jobs. Also, lastly on that list, we have a cleaner, smarter, resilient Nigeria. It's possible through green innovation. Next slide, please. Recommendation. It can be recommended for this three acting body. So it can be recommended for sorry, I'm being interrupted. Okay, so we have the communities and youth. We also have the private sector and the government entirely. Government to create stable green policies and enforcement systems. Next slide, please.
Thank you, Green Money Bags. Your time is up. Thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. Kindly drop down your hands. Regenerators, are you ready? Kindly signify. Musa
Please
and
go
Ahmed.
on, go on.
Musa and Ahmed, kindly share your screen. By my time, it's 20:49, you can start.
Good evening, Greenies. My name is Aladoto Olabuju, and I'm representing the Regenerators. And with me, I have my co-speaker.
Good evening. My name is Shinazania Emerson Ahmed, and I'm representing the Regenerators.
And today we are going to be discussing about the journey towards sustainable innovation, looking at how green innovation can power the future in Nigeria. Next slide, please. So first, we're going to start with introducing ourselves as regenerators. Who are regenerators and what do we basically do? As regenerators, we center on solutions that restore change, rebuild ecosystem, and support regenerative practices. So we stand for regeneration as a national strategy that can restore ecosystem, rebuild soils, revive rivers using science, innovation, and indigenous knowledge. Nigeria as a country faces erosion, desertification, deforestation, oil spills, and all of this can be easily avoided. Some of the challenges that Nigeria faces include challenges due to human activities as well as agricultural activities. Next slide, please. As well as industrial activities that degrade the environment. Agriculture and land use is one of the biggest contributors to Nigeria's environmental crisis, and they indirectly fuel the energy poverty cycle. In 2021, Nigeria was ranked as one of the most vulnerable countries to climate change in Africa, according to the NDGAIN. Some of the agricultural practices that contribute to this environmental degradation include, next slide please, next slide, please. Musa, please, the next slide. Are you with us? Some of the challenges that Nigeria faces due to agricultural practices include deforestation, as well as some of all these challenges that are caused due to human activities, such as falling of trees without green restoration. And these challenges can be easily avoided if, please, I need the slide.
Time is going. Can we just
If
take
Ahmed made the same, do so. Then, if you can go ahead with that.
Okay, so I'm trying to like just make an
Okay.
alternative with the time that
Because time is being spent already.
right. Some of the agricultural practices that contribute to environmental degradation includes bush burning by farmers, deforestation of farmland, overgrazing and desertification, as well as human activities like firewood and charcoal dependency, livestock methane emission, deforestation without replanting, abandoned oil spill sites, urbanization without green restoration, and unrehabilitated mining sites. Nigeria's largest greenhouse emitter 2023 data shows that agriculture, forestry, and other land use accounts for 31 to 35% of Nigeria's total greenhouse gases emission, which is second to the energy sector in Nigeria. At this point, I'm going to hand over to my co-presenter to take it out from this point, talking about sustainability and innovation.
Three more minutes.
Okay, I think she's having a bit of network issues, so I'm going to take it up from this point. So the very first innovation that we are considering and we are bringing forth is replanting and restoration of coastal ecosystem. By planting mangroves, we can protect the coastline from erosion and flooding, provide breeding ground for fish, and restoring fishing livelihood. They can also serve as a filter for pollutants from water naturally. Our second innovation would be regenerative agriculture by transforming farmland. According to International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD, regenerative agriculture can increase crop yields by 70%, improve soil carbon stocks by 30%, and reduce water usage significantly. And our third innovation would be to maximize the use of technology, and we can use drones and satellites. Drones in this case will be used to plant trees in places that are inaccessible to humans, as well as delivering seeds in biodegradable pods at 10 times human speed. And satellites can be used to monitor forest health in real time, detect illegal logging and deforestation, and also track oil spills for rapid response. The fourth innovation that we are proposing is to regenerate water bodies, and this can be done through riparian buffer restoration and constructed wetlands. And with a combination of both, we can naturally absorb and break down contaminants from oil sewage, oil residues, sewage, or agricultural chemicals, thereby acting as a natural filtration system that improve water quality over time. And by doing this, we support SDG 6, which is clean water and sanitation. And I'll move on to innovation 5, which is bioremediation for contaminated sites. By harnessing cleanup for nature remediation, we can naturally you can use plants and microorganisms to naturally break down petroleum contaminants in the soil and water through microbial bioremediation and photoremediation. And at the point where everything changes is the power shifts, where we have where an holistic power shift in Nigeria comes to being through government, science, technology, and entrepreneurship. And the key innovation pillars for this Nigeria power shift include the energy sector innovation, public governance and digital systems, agricultural and food systems, education
Thank you so
and
much,
work.
Kelly. Your time is up.
Thank you so much.
Next GSAM, next GSAG, Ecotech. Kindly signify so that you can be allowed in. Ahmed, please put down your hand too. You can share your screen now. By 2058, you start. Your time starts now. Share your screen and start.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, sir. Good evening, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abdullah Isani, and I'll be representing the Ecotech. So we at Ecotech represent the Nigeria at Cross, but we have a very imperative question to answer in our presentation, and that is, can green innovation power the future? We live in a very small village called the universe. Please, Raju Usman, are you with me?
Yes, you can continue.
Please share the screen.
You can continue while you handle that.
All right. So, all right. So we live in a very small village called the universe, and in that universe, we live in a very, very small village called Nigeria, whereby our presentation is going to focus on the Nigeria. So now, who we are. Of course, we are Ecotech. Now, the concept of Ecotech comes from two words, derived from two words, and that is ecology and technology. And we at Ecotech, we believe that we are going to use the ecology and technology to ensure that we build the we build a green future of Nigeria. And that employs means of technological production with a light and that employ the and that employs means of technological production with the least less harm or footprint to the environment. Follow me as I take you through the path of technological sustainability. But before going further, I would like to, but before going further, the world technology problem, before going further, we would like to highlight the world technology problem. Do you know that producing a single smartphone generates approximately 55 kilometers of CO2? Over 70% of computers' total energy consumption occurs during the production. However, the global demand for technology materials is expected to increase in 300% in the next decade. Do you also know that 55.6 million tons of electric waste are generated annually, but only 20% global e-waste is formally recycled, but the 80% are usually dumped. Now, there is a wording of Mahatma Gandhi, and he always said that there will be no solution without challenge. And we at the Ecotech, we are here to present to you some challenges Nigeria are currently facing. And number one, we have the diesel generator, the diesel generator. Number two, we have the rising e-waste, and that basically means computers, laptops, phones, gadgets, anything that actually deals with digital. Number three, we have dirty energy manufacturing industry, and the fourth one is the poor recycling system, and the last one is energy insufficient. Now with this now, with these challenges equally affect the Nigeria, which I'm going to highlight now. Now, number one, we have the air pollution. Air pollution basically have a connection with the diesel generator. That is, we all that is actually open, that when you own a generator, it actually affect the air. Number two, we have harming children, and that deals with the e-waste, the e-waste, dumping. Number three, we have flooding. Now, the turning point sustainability plus innovation. And here we present to you the solar powered ICT centers. We have the smart meter of energy efficiency, e-waste recycling, industries. We have electric mobility, those are e-bike or solar tricycle. We have AI tools for climate prediction, as we have now. Now we present to you the solution of the ecotech, and that is the solar microtech grid. As we all know that Nigeria is favored with sunlight, and that can actually be one of the solution that people won't actually be using, energy as their light. So number two, we have the national e-waste recycling network. That is to ensure that each state in Nigeria has an e-waste recycling. Number three, we have smart home energy devices, and the fourth one is ecotech innovation labs, and the fifth one, that is the last one, is green tech framework. That is to ensure that there is actually a very, very good harmony within the society. Thank you.
Are you done, Abdullah?
Yes, I'm done. I'm done. And there is a
Thank you so much.
reference there. His screen is not shared actually.
You understand, the facilitators will know how to go about that. Thank you so
Okay,
much for
okay,
that
okay.
wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
Reverend G, are you ready? Kindly signify so that you can be allowed.
Yes, I'm
Ellen
ready.
Abioye, okay.
Yes,
Who is sharing your
I'm here.
screen? Is it Miriam?
Yes, Miriam will share my screen.
Okay, by my time is 21:04. Your time start now.
Miriam, please share your screen. Miriam, please let me share from my end. Miriam, can you hear me? Oh, I think my network. Hey, Jesus, Kilili. Eh? 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 Oh.
If you can share from your end, please share so that you can start on time. 2 minutes is out of your time already. You have just 6 minutes left.
Please, good evening, everyone. My name is Abioye Helen, and I'll be representing Renewergy GSAG.
5 minutes more.
Please let me just go on with my presentation without the screen.
Go on, since I told you to go on.
Oh, I couldn't hear.
You have the grace of just 1 minute more. So 5 minutes instead of 4 minutes left. You have 5 minutes to do the presentation.
Okay, thank you. So Renew Energy is a GSAG crafted and born from the Green Switch Academy, channeled towards bringing out power from recycling. One of our table of contents include introduction, the challenges, turning points, and power shift. Renewable energy is one of the 6 GSAGs focusing on pioneering the transition to sustainable energy in Nigeria. Our identity in energy is the catalyst of clean energy transition. I'll be moving to the challenges quickly. One of the challenges of Nigeria, about 43% Nigerians in rural areas lack electricity, and due to the fact that they are trying to generate one, they use generators which use fuel, and burning of fuel generates, it leads to the production of end products like carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, which have negative effects on our health. Carbon monoxide, when inhaled, leads to toxins, which in which the carbon monoxide binds with hemoglobin in our blood, in a person's blood, leading to deoxyhemoglobin, which leads to death. Whenever the level of oxygenated hemoglobin is low, it can lead to suffocation and death. And due to this, Renew Energy is focused and driven towards trying to generate energy or power in such a way that will be clean and easy to access. Our power shift, the shift from Nigeria's costly, polluting, and centralized energy system to a sustainable one, is driven by the centralized renewable electrification. Renew Energy's role is to champion the technology, policy, and entrepreneurial ecosystem required for this transition. The turning points we have for tonight's presentation includes sustainability. Will be done with sustainability and innovation. For example, the challenge one, let's bring out high cost and scarcity. High cost and scarcity, our turning point will be energy affordability and access, switching to free local resources like sun and wind. That's creation of windmills and other innovation that will be easy to access, and eliminating fuel costs. We all know that the cost of fuel in the country is very high. So through this, we'll provide a cheaper, more reliable power and create new local energy markets. Another challenge is pollution and high climate risks. I just explained the pollution. So instead of using generators using fuel, we'll create innovations like solar systems, which will use less fuels and reduce the rate of pollution that is being created. Also, and climate risk. We all know that we are advocating for SDG 13, which is good climate change. So we have to bring out innovations that to support the climate system and prevent the depletion of the ozone layer. So through this, climate leadership and green jobs will be provided, utilizing clean sources like solar and hydro drastically cuts emissions, attracting international climate finance, and creating a new sector for green jobs through installation and maintenance. Our inefficient national grid is another challenge. Renewables opportunity transformation will be to create system modernization and resilience through the deployment of mini grids and smart technologies that will bypass the failures of the national grid, establishing a
Thank you so much for that.
modernized and resilient energy infrastructure.
Thank you so much, Ellen. Your
Tonight
time
we'll
is
be
up.
ending with a vision. Tonight we'll be ending with a vision, which is to
Policy and leadership. Are you ready?
for
Thank you so much, Ellen. Policy and leadership. Who is presenting for your GSAG? Raji Usman, release your hand, though. Riobot, are you the first presenter? Basila Okoye. Who is presenting first? By my time, it's 21:14, 9:14.
I'm presenting first now.
Share your screen. Your time starts now.
All right. Hi, good evening, everyone. GSAMs, Greenies, members of my team. I am Rehoboth Eneme Enewo, and I'll be co-presenting with
Betula Okoye.
All right.
Who will be sharing your
So
screen?
someone else will do that, man. So while that is ongoing, tonight's presentation is themed Power Shift, Policy and Leadership as Drivers of Nigeria's Green Future. I will lead the presentation from Policy and Leadership Nexus down to the diesel addiction problem. Then our next presenter will delve into the turning point till conclusion. Our third slide is about what Policy and Leadership Nexus is concerned about. It's concerned about policies that give direction and focus, and a leadership that drives action. And why do policy and leadership matter? It is because it gives birth to political will, which causes innovations to thrive. And by our fourth slide, by extension, Nigeria's current crisis is as a result of constant power failure and governance crisis. And even though alternative methods have been employed, they have not only tampered with climate justice, but also they are quite expensive to maintain. And also, oil spillage has also continued unchecked. It suffices to say that the statistics of climate impacts in these regards are obvious and overwhelming, as they are stated on a slide. Then moving to slide 5. What are the core structural challenges? We have outdated policies, weak enforcement, corruption, and mismanagement, and several others. All this stems from the status of Section 20, which regards Nigeria's environmental objectives, which is non-justiciable. And this, however, weakens all other enforcement on other law enforcement on environment. Moving to our sixth slide. that is the diesel addiction problem. And Nigerians find it difficult to do without diesel consumption because of inadequate electricity infrastructures. Not only that, Nigeria has also refused to embrace or fund local research and innovations. And to make even matters worse, where green projects are put forward for implementation, bureaucracy has, however, slowed it down. So at this point, we allow our second presenter to take it up from here.
So the turning point, policy as a growth engine. The green tax system and subsidy redirection stabilizes funding. National incentives for solar, wind, and biogas drive private investment. Also, environmental digitization and youth-led innovation frameworks. Renewable energy policies, reforms, and attracts capital. Next slide, please. Okay. The global models to learn from. There are some countries that have set track records for us. Example are the Morocco scale. They are proven to have large-scale solar sources. The Kenya has access mobile-funded microgrids. Then we also have Rwanda, which have strict environmental enforcement. Then next is the China, the value chain. What Nigeria must do now? We have three key actions planned. Now, we have the solar access mandate. Nigeria should enforce mandate that ensures solar for rural schools and clinic. Secondly, the green finance, loans for household and small business through Green Innovation Fund. 3, the electric vehicle policies, fast-track electric mobilities and framework. Next slide, please. Expected impact of reforms. After we expect that in 10 years' time, there will be 1 million green jobs in 10 years' time, 70% clean electrification by 2033, 60% reduction in generator emissions, as well as increased investors' trust and stable energy markets. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Now, Vision 2035, a green Nigeria. We need a Nigeria where cities are powered by solar roofs, thriving rural mini-grids. We need clean airs in the most busiest parts of the country, Lagos and Port Harcourt. We also have a lot of youth-led green innovation hubs nationwide. And now Nigeria will not just
Thank you so much, our visionary. Your time is up. Urban innovators, are you ready? Kindly take the baton.
All right, good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Share your slide.
My
My
name
is 21:21. Your time starts now. You just have 30 minutes. 30 seconds.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Fivo Ayola, and I'll be representing the Urban Innovators alongside Miss Eunice. Please, can you share the screen, Mr. Matthew? Please, can you share your screen? Mr. Matthew Ishak, can you share your screen? Okay. While we are waiting for that, I'll go ahead. Good evening once again, everyone. And I'm standing on the existing protocol. The title of our presentation as Urban Innovators is Urban Innovation, Advancing Sustainable Solutions in Nigeria's Cities. Advancing Sustainable Solutions in Nigeria's Cities. Urban Innovators is an arm of the Green Switch Academy, and we are saddled with the responsibility of fostering innovations that solve pressing problems in Nigeria's urban centers. Moving forward, Nigeria's urban centers are the primary hubs of our national economic growth and social interaction. Yet, that is where we have most persistent environmental crisis. So as urban innovators, we are an initiative dedicated to advancing sustainability, first through data-driven solutions and community participation. And our innovations empower young people to design and to implement practical projects that address the environmental crisis we see in Nigeria today. For decades, Nigeria's cities have struggled with unplanned expansion and severely insufficient public services. In major cities, we see that waste collection is quite inefficient and our urban roads are quite congested. And all of this is made worse as flooding and environmental degradation intensify as a result of poor drainage, and that accelerates the effects of climate change. Other countries around the world that we see today, they embrace smart city technologies and urban innovation, and Nigeria has no choice but to follow up because it is a necessity for sustainable development. Our focus as urban innovators is to promote responsible waste management and circular economic practices. And we do that by encouraging sustainable urban mobility and the development of green infrastructure. We are not just arguing the existence of a problem, the environmental crisis we face in Nigeria, but we are providing innovative solutions because the future of Nigeria depends on the future of its cities. Moving forward, one of Nigeria's major problem is the collection of urban waste. We see that global cities generate about 2.24 billion tons of solid waste annually, according to the World Bank report in 2023. And Nigeria as a country contributes 32 million tons per year. But only 20 to 30% of this waste is formally collected, according to NESRIA's report in 2024. And this means that 22 million tons remain uncollected, and they end up in our waterways, our markets, and on our streets. And this impacts the economy of Nigeria because it's as a result of poor waste management, and it causes blocked drainage, and that in turn causes loss of assets. And one solution we proffer to this is that all organic waste that is collected should be turned into compost for urban farming, and this could be achieved by central waste collection points, which will in turn be used for urban farming. I would stop here and hand over to my co-presenter. Miss Eunice, are you on the call? You can go ahead. Hi, Miss Eunice, are you on the call? Okay, I don't think she's here, so I'll continue. So the next problem that we as urban innovators have highlighted and are profiling a solution to is the urbanization and infrastructure pressure. Nigeria's urban population is growing by 4.3% annually, which is one of the fastest rates in Africa, according to the UN Habitat report in 2023. And this housing deficit, this housing deficit is causing a lot of urban communities to not have access to effective drainage systems. And our solution to this is that there should be integrated land use planning, and there should be expansion of pedestrian pathways and green areas. And also, our solution to this is that we should upgrade the drainage systems and housing systems within urban system. Next, the third problem we have highlighted is the energy power systems and emissions. We've seen that over
Hello,
60
can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. You can go ahead.
Okay, so the energy power system, just as you said, Mafukuyomi Yunis, and I'll continue from when Miss Favor Ayola stopped. Okay, so the energy power system and emission, over 60 million Nigeria depends on petrol and diesel, as recorded by IEA 2024, and the impact on the gender and the PWDs. Are these the women and the children inhale toxic generator fumes while cooking or schooling at home? PW relying on electrically powered mobility aids suffer from unstable power. Please, can you move to the next slide, please? So our solution to this expansion of solar mini grids market.
That was one vision from our money bag to our innovators, to our urban innovators. I hope you guys have learned one or two from all the series of beautiful slides and presentations so far. I'll be handing over to G. Sam Rodney. Will be taking over from here.
Yeah.
Sam Rodney, are you here? I'm not sure if Sam Rodney is here with us, but it has been a wonderful time with you all. We can all go back to our WhatsApp group to finish up for the night. It was great hearing from
Okay.
you all.
Yes, thank you so much,
Okay,
Sambalikis. Thank you all, Gwyneth, and kudos to you guys. It has been a very, very good one. And yes, thank you to the presenters, to the collaborators, and to the GSAMs. Thank you all. Now we are moving to the WhatsApp to continue from where we stop. Thank you all. Let's move. Thank you so much.
I think we're all done here now. We can head back to the WhatsApp group. Is that okay?
Yes, please, let's move to the WhatsApp group, please. Let's go to the WhatsApp group.